Hi everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I am so excited to share with you this vibrant, glorious abundance of blooming and foliage plants. Many of these I've purchased recently and I've not yet planted them in the garden. And before I plant them in the coming days, I want to take you up close and personal. This one is Stained Glass Works Golden Gate. This reminds me of the proven winners Coleus, Albrido, except Albrido gets to like 3.5 feet tall. This one is shorter. This one's 18 inches to 30 inches tall. I mean, it's not short, 2.5 feet tall instead of 3.5 feet tall. So it stays more compact. And with all Coleuses, you can just trim them back according to the size that you want. And so, but just a brilliant and vivacious Coleus. Dahlia, purple and white. This one grows to about 12 inches to 16 inches tall. I bought only one, but I think I want to go back to get more of these because I think they're just beautiful. This is the Dahlia Mystic Illusion. You have these bright, clear yellow flowers set against the backdrop of this deep, dark, dramatic foliage. I think it's just a wonderful plant. And so this one grows to about 31 inches tall, which is 2.5 feet tall by 24 inches wide, so 2 feet wide. And I've actually seen pictures or videos that this plant actually gets even larger than that. By the way, that's not my kid, that's my neighbor's kid crying, in case you hear it in the background. I don't have any children. So this is Pentas. There are actually 3 plants in this 1-gallon pot, and so I got a good deal here. So this one is Angelonia, I think it's Angelonia Angel Face Blue. Actually, I got this as a smaller pot, and I just up-potted it to a gallon pot. Sometimes after I buy a plant, I don't plant them immediately. I plant them maybe a week later or maybe a month later, or sometimes even 2 or 3 months later, and up-potting them will get them situated and also grow on and get bigger so that by the time you plant them, they're already a nice size. I've been really hoping to find during this season these Cupheas. This one is the Cuphea Sweet Talk Lavender Splash. So this is one of those bat-faced Cupheas. If you look very closely into the flower, you can see a face of a bat. And next year, Proven Winners is releasing a line of these bat-faced Cupheas. And but this year, they've also been released by various growers. I've actually left a lot of these pots in 100+ degree weather. Some of them just went completely limp, and I had to give them water, supplement water later on in the day. But some of these really held up to the heat, especially these Cupheas and the Pentas, and also some of my Coleuses as well. Let me see what else. So I don't know what cultivar Coleus this is, but I really love the deep color. I like to just blend in the deeper colors with the lighter greens, the chartreuse, the yellows. Those really help build contrast and add such a dramatic nature to the garden bed. And so yeah, beautiful Coleus. I'll find out later on. I hope to find out what cultivar this one is, but meanwhile, let's put this right here. I got 2 6-packs of the Fireworks Gomphrenias. I do have the Truffula Pink Gomphrenias growing right here, and look how beautiful they are. The Fireworks Gomphrenia gets to 3 to 4 feet tall by 1.5 foot to 3 feet wide. This is larger than the Truffula Pink Gomphrenias, and I already planted several of these already in one of the beds back here. They're such reliable bloomers, reliable plants. They can hold up to the heat, and they're just I mean, look how wonderful and enchanting. And yeah, I think they're just they add a lot of whimsy to the garden. I got a 6-pack of the Magellan Ivory Zinnia. So the Magellan line of zinnias, they're big blooming zinnias, but they stay shorter. They get to a little over 1 foot tall and get to 1 foot wide. I want them to branch out more, and so I will definitely prune this back. I think I might prune it either by 1/4 or even half. And I really like this shade. It's interesting. It's it's ivory, but with a tinge of with an overtone of green. The Profusion series is so profuse. They have a wonderful mounding habit, and they're super floriferous. These will be in the bed that are with my hotter colors like my reds and my you know, more vibrant magentas and more vibrant pinks. And speaking of vibrant, look at this verbena. This one is Verbena Voodoo Red Star. I love the candy stripe. Enchanting. Portulaca, I got this, you know, this is a huge, you know, one of these pots that has like many plants growing all together. And they've already closed their flowers for the day already because right now we're after 8 p.m. So this is a lime-time Coleus. I think is better suited if you're in zones 8, 9, 10. Perhaps, you know, perhaps give it some protection from the midday sun, because this is what happens when you get to 100+ degrees in full sun. This is the Coleus Main Street La Rambla, like the famous walking street La Rambla in Barcelona. And it is just a beautiful, beautiful Coleus. And it has held up actually in the full sun. I also got 2 more trailing Coleuses. This one is Great Falls Angel Coleus. This one is also from the Stained Glass Works line. This is the famous Burgundy Wedding Train Coleus. As for Angelonias, I also got the Archangel White. Archangel is shorter than Angel Face, Angelonia. It forms a more mounding habit, and there are actually a lot more blooms. It says in the tag that it gets to about a foot, 12 to 14 inches tall. I think it was even taller than that one season for me, and it was so strong. It has such flower power, and it did so well in the heat. This one is the famous Dipped in Wine Coleus, which actually gets very tall, 3 feet tall. So I'm going to give this a good spot as well for it to grow and spread. This is a sweet potato vine that really caught my eyes. This one is Solar Power Lime Heart. These are the White Wonder Caladiums. I also have some Caladium, is it corms, bulbs, rhizomes? I still have some Caladium, is it rhizomes? To plant, and so I'll plant those in the coming days as well. So this is Verbena Burgundy with I, Flamethrower Salsa Verde. I think this is such an interesting Coleus. This is a wonderful filler. It's a fun plant to look at actually. About 1 foot to 1.5 foot tall and wide. This is from the Intense series of Celosia. What I might do is I might come in and just cut it in half. Just shear back halfway. Okay, so all right, so let's get planting.